Does that make sense? Is that a statement that you say a lot? Or maybe you're not even conscious that you say it quite often. I want to share what just came through in one of my client sessions, and she gave me permission to share in case it supports you as well. And this is coming from someone who used to do that myself all the time. Does that make sense? Sometimes when people are saying that, it is coming from a condescending place. That's not what I'm talking about with you. And this is not saying that it's bad to say, does that make sense? Because oftentimes you're just trying to make sure that you're on the same wavelength, that the person is understanding where you're coming from. And that usually comes from a trauma response of you feeling like you are being miscommunicated, like with or to someone else. And maybe you have felt judged or ostracized, and you're saying that to other people because you don't want them to feel that way. You're doing a safety check, an energetic check. But then there's another layer to it where you're actually saying that to shrink yourself. Does that make sense? We're coming from a place of not feeling confident in what we're saying. And so the inner child within is saying like, oh, I hope that wasn't like too much, or you like interpreted it the wrong way. And it's a way for them to keep themselves safe, where I told her, like, how does that feel when you hear that? Because sometimes when we illuminate what's going on with trauma wounds, our inner children can kind of feel some type of way about it. And she said, honestly, it made me feel really good when you pointed it out, because I didn't realize that's what was happening. And I felt validated because you could see that I had felt that way in my life, of being judged or ostracized, or people are demeaning me. And so I take an over measure of saying, does that make sense all the time, to make sure that people don't feel that way? So I feel seen. And I said, oh, that's great. I said, what we really want to focus on is your inner child not feeling like she has to shrink herself in conversations, and saying, girl, take up space. Take up space. Confident queens lead confident queens, especially because she is really focused on encouraging people through her coaching and content creation. So we've got to be an embodiment of that so that we can pull that forward in others. So if you tell yourself, girl, take up space, then other people feel like they can do that in your presence as well. They feel empowered by your energy. Again, this is not saying, does that make sense, is a negative phrase in the right context. I told her it's more about when you say that, taking a minute to ask, where is the intention? Like, why did I say that energetically? And then we can repivot to feeling more confident about ourselves when it is coming from one of those places from childhood.